In November of 1942, the then 23-year-old John Appanus Wilbouis wrote a letter to his local hometown of Runnels, Iowa newspaper about the town's plans to erect a public monument to honor the local servicemen of the armed forces. This is what he wrote. "I think it is a fine and noble service you are rendering, not only to the boys in service of our country, but to the community as well. I have talked with men in the service, some wearing wings, some wearing stripes, some wearing anchors, and I have learned that there are always some who imagine that the folks back home are sitting down to Sunday dinners as usual and not missing them. Most of us work hard, put in long hours of training, then when we have time to be free, we use it for study. We are so busy that we just don't write letters we would like to. Consequently, sometimes we fail to answer letters from friends and relatives, and as a result, they stop writing us. But we continue to look and hope for letters when the mail does come. Then, after days and weeks and perhaps months of wishful waiting, the news comes to us like a thunderbolt that we are not forgotten, that the folks at home are erecting a visible sign of their remembrance and a pledge of wholehearted support, which like a rainbow of hope revives our feelings that happy days are with us yet. And after all, we are not cut off from the things that we, in the armed forces, have pledged our lives to keep. The knowledge that our friends, neighbors, and relatives have united to erect an impressive tribute in our hometown to honor us is an inspiration to me, and I take pride in belonging to a community like that. I'm sure it will lift the morale of all of us that are far from home." Less than a year after writing the letter, during the 30th wedding anniversary party of his parents, of John and his brother Alfred, who were both serving overseas, they would receive a package of gifts from Alfred and a telegraph about John. Lieutenant John A. Wilbouis Jr., a co-pilot on a bomber, had been killed in action on 10 August 1943 over the Mediterranean. Before he was commissioned in March of 1942, Lieutenant Wilbouis was married to Doris Lafave. The young man had shown maturity beyond his years in his earlier letters of appreciation to his community and never would return. He would have a gold star placed next to his name on the hometown monument.